Today on the channel, we rank AEW Unmatched Series 9 from my least favorite to my favorite.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another set rankings video. And in today's video, we're ranking AEW Unmatched Series 9 from my least favorite to my favorite. And of course, for all your AEW Unmatched Series and Unrivaled Series needs, make sure you're hitting up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. Got to get a deal out there. And of course, we've been through a lot of these ranking videos, but of course, we're going to rank them in order from least favorite to favorite. Once again, this is my list. Put your list in the comments down below. Make sure you do put them in order. That is the hard part. That is always the challenge, but that's the fun part as well. So put your list in the comments down below. Only 6 figures here. We're not ranking the rare Chase editions. Hopefully I can track down that Alex Reynolds in the future. I'll pick up Cesaro if I see him, but I'd really like that Alex Reynolds and probably try to get 2 of those, 1 at least to unbox. We'll see what happens in the future. I don't think it'll set the world on fire as far as expenses. I think it'll probably settle in around the $40, $50 mark, which a lot of chases do for the most part for a while. Usually when they first come out, they're very expensive. Then they do dip, and when the new ones do come out. So we'll see what happens with Alex Reynolds, but it's definitely on my radar. It's definitely on my to-do list. We'll see what happens there. This is an interesting set here as we do got the Blackpool Combat Club represented in Bryan Danielson, Jon Moxley, Wheeler Yuta, and Claudio Castagnoli. Now, William Regal, originally part of this set, didn't end up panning out. That is unfortunate. Wish they could have kept that. Would love a modern-day William Regal figure. But we do got a bit of a team effort here, and it sounds like Jazzware is going away from some of this team aspects in the sets. Maybe we're going to put them over. I do like the idea of a team all in one set to bam, there it is, got the whole set. But it is interesting how they do these things, and they're going back and forth as we see. But we do got them. We, of course, got the first edition, first time in the line, probably last time in the line, Jeff Hardy. We'll see what happens there. Hopefully not. Hopefully we get some more Jeff Hardys, especially because this one was so good. We also got Jamie Hayter representing the female division, of course, the women's division. So an interesting set, maybe a little bit of something for everybody here. Some issues pertaining, of course, to these figures as a lot of staining going on. Now, these are early from Ringside Collectibles, so they haven't been, the clothes haven't been on the figures quite as long as, let's say, 6 months from now when they start hitting Walmart Target pegs. Staining is going to be an issue with this set. I already have staining issues as shown in the reviews of these. Very unfortunate. We got to get that fixed. I preach it all the time. It's just very disappointing. And for me, I want to display these with the outfits on them. Yes, I know you can wash them. You can do all that kind of stuff, but we should not be doing that. And the average Joe out there, they don't know that kind of stuff. And unfortunately, by the time most people, the majority of people get these, let's say a couple months from now out at retail, and they finally get these unboxed, staining will have already sat in. So it is very unfortunate. We see it from Mattel as well. We have in the past. We just got to get that fixed in this day and age. It's unexcusable if you ask me. So there is staining issues, so beware of that there. But let's dive in. Let's start this countdown here. I don't know if it's going to be fairly easy. It's kind of a middle of the road. There's clear and away really good ones, and the rest all pretty close together here. But we're going to start it off at number 6. And you know what? I'm going to start off at number 6 with Claudio Castagnoli. I don't got any issues with Claudio. I do like this jacket outside of the staining. I just feel we need a better face representation. I think it's close enough to be dangerous. We need just a little bit more personality in the face on him. He does seem very tall as far as other figures. He's got a little of that Jon Moxley disease. However, he is a taller wrestler. He's kind of like a Billy Gunn out there, a little deceivingly tall, deceivingly big guy in a lot of ways that people kind of look past. But Claudio, first time in the line, at least as far as Unmatched and Unrivaled. We did have the Ring of Honor one, which we did compare in the video. It is what it is. We're putting him in. Somebody's got to be number 6. It's going to be Claudio right here. Going to go to number 5. You know what? I'm going to go number 5, Bryan Danielson. An interesting one. I see what they're doing here. It feels like it would have been a basic if it was a Mattel line. They don't have basics over here. So it is what it is. I'm not super sold on the head sculpt. A lot of people do like it, but it is pretty close to what he did look like in the packaging image, so I guess I'll shout that out. Plain Jane white shirt just seems awfully plain, but that's what he was wearing. Tennis shoes and some khaki pants. I mean, yeah, jeans, whatever they are, it is what it is, but it's a pretty dumbed down figure, especially from the other Bryans we've had. Possibly my favorite Bryan Danielson so far is probably that Ring of Honor one. That one with that robe is a sleeper figure if you haven't picked that one up. This one just kind of there. I really do prefer the Target Revolution one over this one. I will say that. So he's coming in at number 5 is old Bryan Danielson. Now we're at number 4. And number 4, I'm going to go Jamie Hayter. In some ways an improvement, in some ways not. I don't know. I'm still not 100% sold on this head sculpt, but I wasn't sold on her last one either. Like the title belt inclusion, always good to get a title belt here. A good figure, a great figure, not quite. I'm still going to find, hopefully one of these days, that Wembley edition. We'll chase that down one of these days on the channel. But just kind of middle of the road is how I feel about this Jamie Hayter, and that's kind of where she lines up here in this countdown at number 4, which brings us to the final 3. Ooh, boy. Well, number 3 is going to be my boy Wheeler Yuta here. Unfortunately, staining's starting to kick in. However, I really, really do like the shirt on this. I don't mind the face on here either so much. Love the pants with the blood splatter throughout, and then the pure title. We've had it before. Now we get it again, but I always do love getting these title belts. So Wheeler, just kind of with Jamie Hayter, just kind of middle of the road as far as things come. Lower middle of the road, I guess we'll call it on this one here. Which puts us down to the final 2, and I think everybody knows that number 2 is going to be Jeff Hardy. Number 1, Jon Moxley. Wait, what? Mark Summers? Todd McFarlane from the couch, they said that's you can't do that. You can't do that. Well, I knew it would get a rise out of both of you, so that's why I did it. But no, of course, Jeff Hardy, number 1. Jon Moxley, number 2. Jon Moxley got some issues with this one. Staining. Already have staining on the side of the face from the hoodie. Very disappointing there. However, a very cool head sculpt on this Moxley. Love the hoodie. Love the drawstrings. Really going all out on this one. If they could get the staining out of here, it would have been a little bit closer, but I don't think there's any dethroning Jeff Hardy on pretty much everybody's list out of this one. Is it the most iconic Jeff Hardy? No, but man, it is a modern day representation. He's got his hair up, tattoos on point, looking absolutely beautiful. And then he did come with that, of course, steel chair with all the paint on it, which is another nice attention to detail. Then you throw on these kind of sweatpants, kind of what he's looking like here, and his shoes. Man, oh man, it might be our only Jeff Hardy figure from the Jazzwares line, but they definitely prove they can really do a Jeff Hardy figure justice. Absolutely love this. I can see a lot of people buying multiples of these, getting different t-shirts, different things going on, making this one feel different. An absolutely fabulous, fabulous figure, and right up there with one of the best Jazzwares figures of all time. There's no doubt this is going to be on the majority of top 10 lists for 2024 from the Jazzwares team. Kudos to them to get this Jeff Hardy, and if this is the last Jeff Hardy, they went out pretty hot for their first one. But it makes me just kind of long for, what if we could get a Supreme Jeff Hardy? What if there's some other fancy ones we could get along the way? Would have been pretty cool to get some more Jeff Hardys. And we'll see what happens. Maybe San Diego Comic-Con, they'll let us know some more stuff in the future, and we'll find out real soon where Jeff is. Is he staying with AEW, or is he following his brother to greener pastures? We'll see what happens there. But that is my ranking. What is your ranking? Put it in the comments down below. Put them in order. That's the hard part. That is the fun part, as you guys do know. Appreciate all the help with your rankings down there. I love to see what you guys do put down there. But of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. Check out the Patreon for early access to videos like this. Bonus content, exclusive content, you name it. Don't forget about ProWrestlingTees.com. Pick up a t-shirt. Search Kyle Peterson. Don't forget my book on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. It is the complete guide to the Jakks Classic Superstars series. Always appreciate everybody picking up a copy. Great for Father's Day right around the corner. Check that out, of course. And then, of course, don't forget social media. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for Unmatched 9, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.